So let us talk now about the positivism. Positivism, it includes about the two section of knowledge, right? It speaks about the scientific knowledge, and also it speaks about the empirical knowledge, the knowledge that we gain through our five senses, right? So positivism is the mixture of scientific knowledge and empiricism knowledge or empirical knowledge, the knowledge which is gained through the direct perception, right? So positivism, this was started in the year around 1920. The scientists of all the field, they gathered in Vienna, that is the capital of Austria, around 1920, and they discussed in that, and they came with the theory that is known as logical positivism, right? And Auguste Comte is known as the father of logical positivism. Here, my dear friends, my brothers, you have to understand, because the world was telling about the truth. How can we know the truth? So the scientists from each field, they came in Vienna and they discussed and they proposed the theory that is logical positivism. And in that meeting where they gathered, that is known as Vienna Circle, they discussed in the meeting that metaphysical reality are false knowledge. They cannot be verified, right? So they rejected the metaphysical knowledge. If you talk about metaphysical reality, then that is nonsense and meaningless, right? So according to logical positivism, they say the knowledge is true only it is verified, right? Knowledge is true if it is verified. If the knowledge cannot be verified, then that is not true. That is false knowledge and meaningless knowledge, right? So logical positivism, they accepted the two types of knowledge as valid knowledge, and that is on based verifiable, right? So the scientific knowledge is verifiable knowledge that can be verified, and this scientific knowledge can be accepted as true knowledge. And the knowledge which is based on our senses, like empirical knowledge, right? That knowledge is also can be verified. So the scientific knowledge and empirical knowledge, the direct perception knowledge, can be accepted as valid knowledge. And rest knowledge can be false. It is false. It cannot be verified, right? And therefore, scientific knowledge and empirical knowledge is true. For example, scientific knowledge. Today the science has advanced, and there is lot of scientific knowledge, and these scientific knowledge are verified, and therefore this scientific knowledge is true knowledge. Now the empirical knowledge, we look at something and we can verify it. If I say there is broom, right? How can I believe in this statement that there is broom? This statement is meaningful. How can I know? I can verify. I can bring the person. I can show him. See, there is broom. So empirical knowledge, the direct perception knowledge, can be verified. If I say God exists, how can I verify God exists? Neither God can be verified through scientific way, nor God can be verified through empirical way, through direct perception. God is not object, not material that I can experiment him, right? And also God is not the empirical object that can I call the person, I can tell him, see, God is there. So this type of knowledge is meaningless. This type of statement is meaningless. There is no meaning in metaphysical statement, right? So logical positivism, it accepts the knowledge is true if it is verified. And there are two types of knowledge they have accepted, that is scientific knowledge and empirical knowledge, the knowledge based on experience, right? So this is logical positivism. And also A.J. Ayer, the positivist, he also has spoken a little farther in his book Language, Logic and Truth. He also says there are number of statements that we make, right? So we know the famous judgment, the knowledge. What is knowledge? If I say knowledge is judgmental, right? So we make lot of judgment, and we make two types of judgment, that is analytic judgment and synthetic judgment, right? So he deals more about the synthetic judgment, which is based on experience, right? Which is based on sense experience. The statement, you know what we call synthetic statement, which is based on sense experience. This statement can be verified. And also he proposed the verifiable in principle, right? And there are two types of verifiable principle, that is a strong verifiable and weak verifiable. Like the statement that we make, all this statement go through in check by this two verifiable principle, that is strong verifiable and weak verifiable. If I say there is wait, if I say brothers are in Gumla, right? If I make this statement, brothers are in Gumla. So here, this statement has to be verified. You have to check this statement and you have to know whether this statement is true or false, right? If I say brothers are in Gumla, how can the one whom I tell believe, and can say this statement is true? So this statement can be verifiable. It is a strong verifiable statement, because I can take the person Gumla and I can show him that brothers are there, right? So that can be verifiable, and this type of statement, synthetic statement, is true. In this type of statement is meaningful, right? And also if we say in moon there are mountains, right? In moon there are mountains. So this is a weak verifiable, right? Weak verifiable statement. Still further it can be verifiable. It is true, today we have come to know that in moon there are mountains, right? So this is little weak verifiable, but still it can be verifiable. It takes time to verify, right? But this type of statement is also meaningful, not meaningless, right? Meaningful statement. So A.J. Ayer also speaks about emotive. Now what is emotive, right? Emotive is nothing but emotive is related to our emotional, right? It is related to emotional. So when we make the emotional statement, right, when we make the emotional statement, like if I say I love her too much, now how can you verify it? I love her too much, right? We cannot know. Now it cannot be verified how much you love her, right? It cannot be verified how much you can love her, and therefore he says these emotional statements are meaningless, they are nonsense, no meaning in that. It cannot be taken as true knowledge because this is emotions. We do not know, maybe you are telling from the outside that I love her too much, but what is inside in your mind we do not know, right? And therefore, emotional statements are meaningless, they are useless, they are nonsense, there is no true in it. So according to logical positivism, only the scientific knowledge is considered as true, and empirical knowledge, the knowledge based on sense experience, is considered as true, and rest of the statements and knowledges are false and nonsense and meaningless. So this is the idea of logical positivism. So brothers, here you don't have to break your head, only you have to understand that logical positivism, it accepts only two types of knowledge, that is scientific knowledge and knowledge based on experience. Only this type of knowledge is considered as true knowledge because it can be verified, right? Only this much you have to remember. Thank you so much for listening my kind words, and I hope that you'll get it and you will able to secure